Welcome back to Red's Workshop. It's just a little short video. You got this problem? I'll run the intro and I'll show you how I've managed to get around this. So, what's the problem? Well, I've got, probably like a lot of us, I've got packets and packets of boxes of router bits, and I always forget what I've got. And I was looking online and I found that on Amazon that FindBuyTool did a solution, and I thought it was worth sharing with everybody if you don't already know. So what I bought is, it comes in a sustainer like a lot of FindBuyTool does, and don't get me wrong, you can build these, but I didn't have the time and I didn't want to, and it has a bunch of holes which I'm now going to fill up with all these. Don't worry, you're not going to watch that, but I want to see. This is supposed to take 144 router bits, and I don't know how many I've got, but I'll get on with filling it up and I'll report back. Well, you join me now. I haven't quite filled this, but I didn't realise one of the purposes of me buying these this box was so that I know what I've got, and I can already see a number of duplications because I thought I didn't have it. If that makes any sense. So I think this will save me a bit of time, but it's quite handy because I've released a drawer, so I can put a lot more rubbish in that, or add tools in there. So yeah. But have you ever bought? Another reason, sorry, for this video, and it's not clickbait. Are all router bits equal? Some of these are Chinese type, all from China. And when you get them, they come in a box like that. Some of these have been used, but as you can see there, I've still got the protective piece on. And one of the other reasons of doing this video is I'm pleased. I hope you don't turn away. I have been approached by a company who has supplied me with beginner, or they think they're beginner type router bits, and they don't get sent like this. It's a company called, let me just get the documentation. It's a company called FindBuyTool, or Tool, sorry, and they've supplied me with a bunch of bits to show here on the channel. I've got two of these. I can sort that out at a later date. Yes, they've provided me with six or seven types of tools, and as I say, I don't know what that is. That's a straight cutting piece. They don't provide them like that. I'll show you. Let me just put that away. That's one bit I do not like using. I use it for flattening. I used to use it for flattening. What's it called? Chopping boards and stuff like that, or uneven planks. When that was also seemed to be the rage at one point. But let me just put that out of the way. I've not finished with that yet. So yeah, they provided me with a bunch of these, and I'm not sponsored. I can give you my honest opinion. Now, the problem is with this video is it's the first time I opened them, so I'm only going to be able to do cuts for this video and give you my opinion. But if you look at them, if you turn them around, I mean, there's all the labels on it, what they are, but they issue them with all the protection in. All the protection on it, should say. It looks like a decent dip, really. And they're cheap, or cheaper than most. Longevity, as I say, I can't tell you about that because time will tell, and I will report back if you're interested in what they are. Now, what I did when they asked me to look at their site, it was to review beginner router bits, and some of the router bits they were asking me to review were not for beginners. They're for somebody who is using stick and cove. I think it's called stick and cove, flattening bits. Not many beginners will want to mess with that sort of stuff, and not necessarily have the equipment to do it. I have a spindle moulder underneath here, or spindle moulder underneath here, which I very rarely use, and I don't use it on the channel. So I prefer a lot of doing it by hand. And I looked at what they did, and they've all got different uses. Predominantly, I use, if you watch our channel regularly, is a round over. Now, if you know my round over I've got at the moment, it does a bit of burning, and I'm interested to see. That is a used piece. I do clean it, I do try and keep it up to, you know, on spec. But I am finding that some companies, I got that off Amazon. I think I got that off Amazon. That came in a proper fluted. You know, is it a down cut? I can't remember now. It's a 1/4 inch. No, it doesn't tell me. I think that's just a trimming bit. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Do you need to spend the trend? Just get that. I can tell I've had that for a while. But the trend, these were 25, 30, 40 quid at the time. I don't know what they are now. I think you can get them cheaper. But these people are coming on board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these out. I'm going to break the router out and do a side by side. So let me get that sorted. Let me get some of this rubbish cleared off, and I'll see you then. Okay, so this is the usual router I use. It has got full battery, and that's the bit I use all the time. If you if you watch our channel, you'll be familiar with this. So taking a little bit more out, you can see we have got a bit of burning. It is frayed, and we have got a touch on here. Right. So looking closely, that bit, there's no battery in this. That bit is slightly different to that. It's the closest one I can get to it in the set that they've sent me, and it's got a bigger bearing on the bottom. But that's all done. So maybe take a couple of passes. Let's see. So this is the FindBuyTool. Do the end grain first. There you go. Obviously, far better cut, only because, I'll be honest with you, I think it's because it's brand new. We have got the fur in here, but you'll get that on end grain. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's a bigger one there. Let's do the bigger one. I've just put in the 3/4 round. There, took the stuff off and film it, but let's go see what this is like. There you go. That's not bad, but you've got to remember these are brand new. Let me get one that's been used quite a lot. Yeah, so there's one that's been used, and we're going to do it on the Amazon side. And there's the one done on the Amazon side. You can see the burning, yeah? It's been used. So I can only report back at a later date once I start using these bits if they're any good. But for now, would I recommend them? If you go on their site, you'll see the cost of them. They're not in comparison to others. They're not massively high. They're probably a little bit similar. I do like the way they're presented, even though I will take them out of these boxes. I do like the way they're presented. I think it just looks more professional. Probably something like I've seen Forstner bits in boxes like this by Bosch and stuff like that. So, you know, they picked up on the presentation. Yeah. I'd give it a go. It's well worth a go. And some of the stuff I've got in my tub, I've picked off of Amazon, and they've done the job, which is sometimes all we want, isn't it? So I hope you found this of interest. I don't know why I'm doing that. I hope you found this of interest. I hope the what's it called, the storage box for the bits has helped somebody somewhere. What do I do with it? You know, I've released a drawer now, so now I can get rid of all this plastic, and I will be recycling it, by the way, and I've got a drawer there for other bits and bobs. Yeah, we'll call it that. So I hope you've liked what you've seen. I hope it's short enough. I don't know now until I edit it, but I will cut things down. And if you've stuck to the end, thank you. If you like what you see, please leave us a like, comment and subscribe. And I'd like to thank FindBuyTool for sending me these to give me the opportunity to use them. And I don't think you've done a bad job. See you in the next one.